Hello, everyone. We are reading Oliver Twist, and we are on chapter 15. Mr. Brownlow hears the truth. Rose wanted Oliver to regain his good reputation. At the same time, she did not want the world to know Nancy's secrets because it might cost Nancy her life. She was of two minds and unable to decide what to do. She saw Oliver come running towards her. "I saw Mr. Brownlow at last," cried Oliver. "I was walking with Giles when I saw him get out of the coach and go into the house. I was trembling so I could not go up to him, but I have gotten his address. Now I must go there." He seemed very excited. "We will go," Rose told him. She called a coach. When they had arrived at the address Oliver had written down, Rose asked Oliver to wait in the coach while she went into the house to meet Mr. Brownlow. Mr. Brownlow was sitting in his study with Mr. Grimrig, who looked very unhappy. "My name is Rose Maylie," she said. "You had once been very kind to a boy who is now a young friend of mine. You might be interested in hearing how he is." And then she mentioned the name of her young friend, Oliver Twist. Mr. Brownlow was surprised and drew his chair close to Rose. He said, "Dear lady, if you have the power to change the poor impression I have of that boy, please tell me what you know." He added, "You know I have tried all possible ways to find him." Rose told him what had happened to Oliver since he left Mr. Brownlow's house. Mr. Brownlow was very happy. He said, "You bring welcome news, dear lady, but where is the boy now?" Rose said that he was sitting in the coach outside waiting. Mr. Brownlow rushed towards the coach, and then he called Mr. Bedwin to see Oliver. They were so happy to be together again. While Oliver was chatting happily and excitedly with Mrs. Bedwin, Rose told them all about Nancy. Mr. Grimwig at once wanted Nancy to be arrested. Mr. Brownlow asked him to calm down, as that was not their objective to have all of the gang members arrested. He said to find out who Oliver's parents were and find a way of returning him his inheritance. He mentioned that in this situation arresting Nancy was of no solution at all. Rather, they should get a hold of Monks and make him confess. "We have to meet Nancy and tell her to describe Monks and where he hangs out, and then we can find Monks ourselves. In this way, we will not let out her secret, and we will be able to save her from harm coming her way," decided Mr. Brownlow. And then he said, "We will tell Dr. Looseburn, Mrs. Maylie, and Harry Maylie about our plans, but we will not tell Oliver right now." "I will do everything possible to help Oliver," Rose promised. "And then I will accompany Rose to London Bridge to meet Nancy on Sunday night," said Mr. Brownlow. And that's the end of a very short chapter 15.